You're watching a brand new sports fusion episode. My name is Alex Hughes. I am the host here tonight. Show he is a LA Lakers beat writer, Mark Medina. So, Mark, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good. So, how has it been out there in California with Kobe Bryant's last season?
Well, it's been interesting to say the least. I mean, the Lakers are the worst team in the Western Conference, but there's still so much interest for two reasons. There's intrigue about how some of these young guys are going to develop, namely D'Angelo Russell and Julius Randle, but more importantly, so much focus, rightfully so, on Kobe Bryant's farewell tour. So with this being his 20th and last NBA season, what you've seen throughout the year is Kobe soaking it all in at the last stops at opposing teams' venues, where he's getting a lot of cheers, a lot of standing ovations, a lot of video tributes, and with that, it's brought back a lot of nostalgia as Kobe's reflected on his accomplished career.
So, in news, also, Shaquille ONeal just got announced that he will be getting his own statue out there for next season. So, what are your thoughts about that?
Well, it's definitely well-deserved. I think that the Lakers were very aware that not just of his accomplishments, getting 3 NBA championships with the Lakers and being one of the most dominant big men of this past era, but he's expected to be inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame later this September. He's appearing on the first ballot, and I think basically everyone's expecting him to get on. So I think that definitely related to the timing of the Lakers wanting to honor him, because typically the Lakers have done so once one of their legends are in the Hall of Fame. So it's definitely no surprise.
So, like you said at the beginning of the interview, you said that they have the worst record in the league. So, what do you think has caused this terrible season so far?
Well, I think it's a combination of, you have a very young team, you have Kobe, he's on his tail end of his career where he's been battling injuries for the past 30 years, so we haven't seen the Kobe that most people are expecting to see. And then you have a very tough Western Conference, so you add all those three elements together, and it's going to be very hard for the Lakers to scrape wins almost against anybody.
So, if you were the general manager of the Lakers for a season, what would you plan for the rest of this season? Would you try to do anything possible to win, or try to get the high draft pick at the end of the season?
Well, getting the high draft pick, it's not guaranteed because it's all about the ping pong balls. But as far as the Lakers getting the best odds, they don't need to do anything other than play the games. The whole notion of tanking, obviously players don't intentionally try to lose games. They're trying to protect their jobs. But that's going to take care of itself naturally for the Lakers, because they've only had 9 wins so far in this year, and it's been very few to come by. So, by the time the season ends, they'll probably have the worst record in the league, if not the second worst record. So they'll have all the odds going in their favor. That doesn't necessarily guarantee they'll keep their top 3 pick, but they'll definitely have the odds to do so. But as far as making moves, other than that, they obviously have to get the draft right. But more importantly, in free agency, I think it's very important for them not to have the mindset that they just have to hit home runs. As we've seen in the past 3 off seasons, they haven't been able to get that marquee free agent because they haven't had the roster at that time convince these free agents enough that they're just one piece away from getting to a championship level. And so even with this young core in place with D'Angelo Russell and Julius Randle and Jordan Clarkson, they still have a long ways to go. So it's very important that they concentrate on getting some doubles as well, getting some second-tier guys, so that they can build that foundation that they can then attract free agents maybe in future off seasons.
So at the end of this season, like you just said about the free agency, what do you expect the Lakers to do once these large contracts are off the books, like Kobe Bryant?
Well, Key and Roy Hibbert will be off the books. Who knows if the Lakers even want Roy Hibbert back, and vice versa. So they definitely have a lot of spending power. They can sign 2 max guys. So they're going to be going after the Kevin Durant's, the DeMar DeRozan's of the world. But that being said, it goes back to my original point. If I'm those kind of guys, I don't really see the Lakers that appealing at this point, because they have a long way to go in developing their young guys. So you obviously want to get those guys in the room and make your pitch, but they also need to have a backup plan where they're going after those second-tier guys just so they can make the best use of a plan B in case those marquee guys decide to go elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Mark, thank you for coming on the Sports Fusion episode, and hopefully you can come on again and talk about the ending of the season, too. Mark Medina, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and the like button, and comment below of what you think about this show. Follow me on Twitter at sports_fusion, and I will see you on Monday with the Siena head baseball coach, Tony Rossi. He's been there for 46 years. So a big interview on Monday. Thanks for watching.